This is a video about a book. I was looking for information about allotments and Jeremy Corbyn. I actually found where his allotment can be based on the knowledge of geology, and the one picture I saw from here is a general area of his allotment. So I was able to actually locate where it is. But this is not about that. During that search, I found something about a book, and then just went to the website of the book, and then about the book. Actually, that's a very good book. It's called Growing Space: A History of the Allotment Movement. It's written by Leslie Acton and is published by a very interesting publisher, 5 Leaves Publications. And yeah, the book is quite new. The price is, of course, £14.99. You can buy it from I bought it from I think ABE Books or somewhere, for £8 or something, about £4 added for the delivery, £11, and so a little bit cheaper about it. The book is new. That's what I was telling. It's published in 2015 by the 5 Leaves publisher. The thing is that this is the contents of the book. I've just received it today. I'm just reading it. The contents, acknowledgements, abbreviations and acronyms. Introduction. Chapter 1, A Brief History of Allotments. Chapter 2, Urban Growth, 1900 to 1928. Chapter 3, 1929 to 1939, Economic Woes, the Miners and the Quakers. Of course, you know that the miners were one of the people that started the allotment because they wanted to have something beside their cottages, something to grow a little bit of their own food, just saving on that, also saving on money. They were not paid much in the sense, although they were on their time, they were among the highest paid among the workers. Chapter 4 is 1939 to 1941, the war years. That's the time that the for Victory campaign. Chapter 5, 1946 to 1959, the post-war years. Chapter 6 is the 1960s to 1969, a downward spiral. This is the time that, of course, people were enjoying the prosperity after the war. And Chapter 7, 1970 to 1989, a brief revival. That was mostly because people were interested in growing. And one of the reasons was that Good Life, the Good Life series of the TV show, which was shown in BBC. Of course, if you watch it now, you don't find it much interesting, but it was inspiring for its time. Chapter 8, by the way, Good Life, you cannot find any of those videos, much of the videos, just a few bits and pieces here and there in the YouTube. Chapter 8, if somebody put it that way, actually it would be nice if somebody can put that. Chapter 8, 1919 to 2000, The Future of Allotments. Chapter 9, 2000 to 2011, Harnessing the Revival. The revival, that's the most interesting part of the thing. I will come back to that later. Chapter 10, The Culture of Allotments, and the conclusion, Future Growth, references used, yeah, that comes to us. Anyway, the book has 270 pages in total. It has a soft cover, and the size is a pocket size kind of book, so it's easy to carry if you want to put it in your bag or take it during the trip or anywhere. That's very good to suggest. And okay, what I was going to talk about is a harnessing the revival. That was the time that the waiting list issue came forward. I was really enjoying this part. I thought that I would make a video about this, just to talking about that. And harnessing the revival, waiting list was introduced by the councils. Councils have the power actually to hire forcefully any piece of land that they want. And they can actually go and hire it, rent it to other people, any piece of land that is not cultivated, to give it to other people for at least 14 up to 35. Hiring it, renting it from private owners for at least 14 and maximum 35 years at the end of it, which also can be renewed. So there was a good reason actually to grow the size of the allotments and give people more chance to have a plot rather than creating waiting lists. But that was actually part of the reasons the councils gradually are getting involved in the what you call as a development industry, that is going to grab lands and build over them and sell it for the profit. And in the meantime, corruption may happen and other things. That one beautiful, clear example of that is the farm terrace allotments in Watford. You can go see for yourself safe farm terrace allotments. There's a long battle between the Watford allotment, Watford Council and the allotment holders. And the allotment holders have taken it to the High Court. So the High Court actually ruled in favor of the Watford allotment holders. But the council has not given up on that. So this is a longer story. You can read about it online. Farm terrace allotments in Watford, Hertfordshire. The book is very interesting in that sense that it's a modern contemporary. It's not just about a dig for Victorian stuff and medieval things. It's current and contemporary issues that are plaguing the allotments. And one of the biggest ones is the creation of waiting lists in a way that people are actually discouraged from or barred from having an allotment. And I'm reading this part with much interest. I just read it and I found out how true it is what this author is saying, Leslie Acton. I recommend this book if you want to give a Christmas gift to anyone. This is a good size actually. It goes easily to the Christmas socks. If you want to, it's a good stocking filler. If you want to wrap it, it looks beautiful. The painting, look at the beautiful painting. I wanted to show this painting here also, this art piece. It's probably by the Leslie himself or herself. Leslie is a woman's name, I think, or a man's name. Anyway, uses spades, not sheeps. The shape, the graphic shows the shape of a sheep in one side, and the other side is a spade. And that wants to put in contradiction what people now, the dilemma we are facing is that you have to carry the food and foods by the sheep, but the other option is to actually use your spade to grow it on your own land instead of bringing it from the overseas. Grow it yourself on the land. And that is a beautiful, beautiful drawing summarizing the whole point of the allotment movement. Grow your own food and supply your own cookhouse. Very interesting book, Growing Space, A History of the Allotment Movement by Leslie Acton. You can buy it, give it as a Christmas gift. That is the ISBN if you want to have it. ISBN 978-1910-170-137 from 5 Leaves publication. Very interesting book.